who had never heard Jeff Tweedy. You'd been assigned to do a story about him.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And what's funny is when I started doing my research, I found your Fred Armisen's Guide to Music and South by Southwest.
Yeah.
And you were sort of doing that then too. You were doing weird, uninformed interviews.
Yeah.
And I want to back up a little bit because in reading about you this week, I realized how much we have in common. We're both about the same age. We both loved The Clash in high school.
Oh yeah.
It's like Sandinista is my favorite record of all time.
I'm right there with you.
And falling in love with that band was different than falling in love with any other band I ever did in my life because it felt more like a revolution. It felt like some sort of permission or secret membership into a life that I could have that was I don't know, bolder or different, or it sort of became like I don't know, a set of life instructions for me once I found that band.
I couldn't agree with you more. Life instructions by example too. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. And also Sandinista. We could do a 2-hour show on that album. Those songs come up when I hear those songs. I do not turn them off. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to
and
Call Up one more time.
Yesterday.
They sound great.
They're timeless.
It really informed how we did Portlandia. It informed how I do live shows now. Because I got to see them.
Yeah.
And after one of the shows at the Pier, me and my friends we waited outside the stage, like when the show was done. And after the show, Cosmo Vinyl came out and said, "All right, 1, 2, 3, you guys come on in." Just to come in and meet the band. Hung out with Joe and Paul. I got to meet them. Also, before the show started, they just sort of walked in. They didn't have a limo and an entourage. So I really took that as an example. This is how to be.
Right.
So whenever I do my shows, I always try to meet everybody. I just try to connect with people. And there was a patience to Joe Strummer. Who knows what I was saying to him? But I just remember him just sort of looking at me, listening. And I took that with me everywhere. I'm like, if those guys can do it, and they were really huge, I could do the same. Same thing with putting out records like Sandinista. Just trying to be, shouldn't be experimental, just trying to, I think they had a lot of humor in their music and the little cartoons they had in there. So, God, I idolized Mick Jones and Big Audio Dynamite. I was way into Big Audio Dynamite. So I still, I look at pictures of them now, and I'm sorry, but they look great.
Yeah.
They still look great. There are some bands that sort of aged in a way that, like, you look back at the old pictures and it's not embarrassing, but some of the suits and some of the ties are a little, new wavy. It's okay, but The Clash, I'm like, why do those pictures still look great?
It's still the coolest.
They're still the coolest band.
I know.
And I don't think it's just me. I'm like, I think they found something.
Well, we come from a time before sort of parents supported every hobby that their kids had. I mean, my daughter's 11, she plays bass. She's